back to the Artie Lange Show. Brian Jones is here. CBS.
I want to be reprimanded. Get over here and whip me, boss.
Brian, I meant reparations.
Nah, I know what you meant. You said you wanted to whip my ass.
Yeah, but as Shane pointed out during the commercial, you could not have picked a more direct opposite word.
Yeah.
Like, and instead of giving them, like, in other words, giving them gifts for what they went through, you want to torture them more, reprimand them. You want to.
I think people, like I said, they should be reinstated. Every darn thing they can own.
Are you stuck on the R's? Yeah. Are you stuck on the R's in the dictionary?
Yeah, what do you mean reinstated?
I mean, they should.
What, did they leave?
No. Like Native American people right now own casinos and stuff, and they don't pay taxes on stuff like that. And I think black people should get a share of the pie.
Yeah, we want our 40 acres and our mule.
No,
right now, damn it.
40 acres Brian, 40 acres in a mule is minimum. That was a long time ago.
You know what I can do with 40 acres?
And a mule?
No,
and a mule. Hell yeah.
Give me 40 acres and a drug mule. That's what I want.
Thank you.
They should have
That's where I was headed.
8,000 acres and 5,000 mules.
You know what I can plant on 40 acres?
You see, but what he's doing now, Mike is compensating for the mistake he made. He's like, he's going overboard.
Brian, I get along with everybody in the planet. I just don't like idiots.
Well, I don't like being reprimanded.
I'm sorry, but
I'll take some reparations, though.
No. Heck yeah,
well,
man.
okay, Mike, give Brian $20.
Yeah. Oh, 20? Can you wrap it in 100?
I got my bank book at home.
We're going to start the reparations right now. Give Brian $20.
Hey, Mike, what you do to your head?
This is for what his ancestors went through.
This is opinions.
What have you been doing with this?
Opinions.
What's this white stuff on here?
Opinions.
I don't know.
Oh, who?
Opinions,
man. Stick with the auras.
Watch him negotiate this obstacle course here. All right, well...
I see you sagging, too. Pull your pants up.
Put that ugliness behind us.
What'd you do to your head? That was a good question.
You cut all his hair off?
My favorite line in Do the Right Thing is when the guy comes up to the three guys sitting on the corner and says, yo, boycott Sal's Famous Pizza. And one guy goes, Robin Harris, the comedian Robin Harris, he goes,
yeah,
I'm not boycotting Sal's Famous. That's good pizza. If I was you, I'd boycott the barber to mess your head up.
Exactly. And we can't say what his name was on that show. You remember what it was? Robin Harris?
Well, he was bugging out.
Sweet something
Willie.
no,
right, that's right.
Yeah. Sweet something Willie.
Right, the bugging out was the name of the guy with the hair, but Sweet D Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy's dead. Did you ever see any of his stand-up?
Oh, he was great.
Oh,
I saw him in person off of Crenshaw. I forget the name of the place, but off of Crenshaw. Way back when I was at UCLA.
Robin Harris was his name.
Yeah.
And he died. He was only 36 years old. Died of a heart attack. But God, man, what a
hilarious.
He was really funny.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple of things going on in the football world, not really like more fun things. Joe Theismann came out and said he thinks that LeBron James could be a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I think you look at LeBron James, and he's such like a specimen.
Oh, yeah.
I think more like a tight end. But what do you think about LeBron James, a guy like that in basketball converting to football?
There's a reason he's playing basketball, and I think John, you will attest to this. There are a lot of guys who played hoops, and we played every sport growing up.
Yeah.
You're not as old as I am, but growing up, we had to play everything. We didn't have all the television channels. You didn't have the games. We had Atari way back when, ding,
remember
boom,
Atari?
boom,
Atari.
Yeah.
Even that name Atari makes me feel like I'm 80.
But there are a ton of guys that played every sport, and there's a reason they stuck with basketball over football.
Is it safety?
Because it hurts.
Right, exactly. Safety. Yeah.
Charles Barkley talks about it all the time. I think he played tight end at Army, so he got hit. And he's forget about that.
Did he play tight end at Auburn?
I believe so.
Or just high school?
Maybe it was just high school, but he played football.
I'm going to say, if he played at Auburn, that's big time, more big time football.
Well, he didn't last.
Yeah.
So it's a painful, brutal sport. There's a reason I walk like Fred Sanford, because it hurts. But a ton of guys, they got great talent. And I get in this argument with basketball guys all the time, especially our coach at the University of Texas, Rick Barnes. He says basketball players are the best athletes on the earth. I disagree.
Well, it depends.
Wholeheartedly. We can run, we can jump, we can dunk. At least I used to be able to.
Yeah.
And yet we take on 300-pounders. You take on big defensive linemen. And
physically, yeah, but there's
a 3-hour car wreck.
There's more hand-eye coordination depending on the position. But
Bull.
in basketball, there's a lot of hand-eye.
There's some skills
running, dribbling.
that need some practice.
Right.
But you give a football player that sort of practice.
And then I got 20 pounds of equipment on, and I'm taking on a 300-pounder for 3 hours? Come on.
There's nothing you can't compare.
think, put it this way, I think you like take a. Who's that guy? That great tight end, like a guy like Tony Gonzalez,
Yeah.
kind of built like LeBron.
Great
He
basketball
played
player as
basketball
well.
at Cal.
Yeah.
I think it'd be easier if you train them both for like a solid year to convert LeBron to what he does, to Gonzalez to what LeBron does. I think.
You think he could do it? Antonio Gates is another guy, tight end, played a ton of basketball.
I just think a guy in
didn't
that
play
kind of
football in
shape.
college.
Right, didn't play football.
But you bring up a good point. You also got to have guts, man. And
Yeah.
you got to
Antonio
have
Gates can't block.
that.
That's it.
You got to have that heart to jump up and catch a pass,
Right.
knowing you're going to get nailed.
We had your buddy on the show the other day, Orlando Jones.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And
no kidding.
And he was talking about a scene in The Replacements where they were filming, I believe, at Steelers Stadium.
Right.
And he went up for a pass, and he knew he was going to get clocked. He said, I can't be no punk.
No, I know.
So he
You're
went
right.
up and caught it. And it just, as John said, it takes guts.
No, it doesn't.
Come across the middle, stand back there on a punt or a kickoff, and you know guys are flying down there to knock your damn head off.
The new rules that Goodell wants to, bring on in football, I think the position that should be protected the most is wide receiver, man. Because every time those guys
They're
go up,
already protected.
Yeah, well, I mean, every time those guys go
Defenseless
up,
receiver?
Yeah, I know. It's getting a little ridiculous, but what do? I mean, those are the guys. Those are the guys in the most danger of getting paralyzed. I mean, I think.
Well, how about the linebackers and the fullbacks, the guys who are running
no
into
such
each
thing as a
other
fullback.
10 yards apart,
Yep.
and you're just going to run downhill at someone, be it an offensive lineman or a fullback or someone, and you're banging heads.
ISO play?
Every
Come on.
single play of every
Yeah.
single practice.
Yeah.
And every single game. What about protecting those guys? What?
There's no
we
way you
can't
can.
protect everybody.
Well, that's the point. Sometime in the football argument with safety, you just have to go, guys. It's football.
Yep.
That's it. It's war. You can't, when you sign up for the army, you're going to war. You might get
But
killed.
that's why I've come around to the extra safety protocols they've put in place now. Because they have to save us from ourselves, because they have conditioned us. And I hate to use an analogy, but it's like being in service, being in the Army, being a Marine.
Brainwashed.
You are
It's the same thing.
brainwashed. You condition yourself to go out there and take this abuse and dish out abuse, and you condition yourself to take the pain and stay out there.
Yeah.
We used to say you get your bell rung, you got dinged, you're singing stars, and you wore that as a badge of courage.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're seeing the effects of that. And the problem I have with the NFL in yesteryear was that they knew.
Right.
Allegedly, they knew these things were going to hurt us players down the road. And you have to save us from ourselves. I'm sorry. You have to. And they're doing that now. They could have done it a decade or 2 decades ago.
Well, now, ignorance is the biggest enemy of stuff like that. You get young kids, and again, kids from families don't have a lot of money. Their parents, might not be that educated either, and they see a way out of slums. And
Right.
stuff. I mean, look, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do anything to get out of poverty, and most people would. Especially if you're getting reprimanded by the government.
I want my 40 acres of mule and my fried chicken, Sergio. Okay? Can I get my fried chicken? Can we just agree everybody loves fried chicken?
I do.
Yeah.
Everybody loves fried. You know how many white people I have to run over when I go to the chicken shack to get to the front of the line? A whole bunch of y'all. Save me some dark meat.
We had a lot of fried chicken in New Orleans. It was awesome.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, you can't beat
I
that.
knew when I played for New Orleans, I lived in Kenner, and there was Popeyes not far from where I live, and I knew the day they changed their grease. That's how much Popeyes I ate. And we would only go to the
Well,
day.
like, how would you-
They changed their grease every Wednesday.
What, they told you that or something?
Yeah. I got in good with them now. When you change your grease, because I don't want that dirty grease on my chicken.
Well, if you're in New York, you get to know every time that the hot dog guys change their water with.
There you go.
Boil the hot dogs.
Exactly.
It's every election. It's every 4 years.
When you guys
They must be Dominican.
Oh my God! Those dirty water dogs are finally. I think I used to have an immune system I built up to them. Now I had one about a week ago.
Oh, it's
Forget
too
it.
clean. You can tell it was too clean,
I
right?
might have been sick last week because of it.
Hey, when you guys would travel, would you get Popeyes?
Oh, yeah.
For the plane.
Oh, yeah.
And if
The whole plane would smell like it.
if some rookie brought KFC,
Oh, you smack
Now, why
it.
is
The
that?
worst.
Why is that? It's just not as good.
Spicy Popeyes.
Popeyes is
it's
better than KFC.
Oh yeah.
I like KFC.
And you
I
got
like
the
some
red
original
beans,
recipes, but
got
yeah.
the red beans, the dirty rice if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm dying to try the KFC boneless now.
No, don't do it.
No?
Had it. Nah, don't do it.
Why? Because on the bone, it's better, right? Yeah.
Got that. Then you can gnaw on that marrow inside the bone. Come on. I don't leave anything for the roaches. I eat it all. No crumbs, no nothing. Roaches hate me.
That bone marrow stuff. Every once in a while I get a veal ossobuco over here at Dos Silvanos. Veal ossobuco. It's veal shank on the
Okay,
bone.
yeah.
And they give you, and it's over risotto pasta. It's one of the best meals you'll ever have. Dos Silvanos on 6th Avenue by Bleecker, people. If you're ever in New York, get veal ossobuco, and they give you a little fork to pick out the bone marrow.
Oh, yeah.
It comes right on the bone. Oh,
That's
my
good
goodness.
stuff.
Unbelievable.
It's like when you get pork chops and the neck bone, you got to stick your finger in that little crack.
Oh, it's
Get
fantastic.
everything out. I don't leave anything, I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's sexual. It's sexual.
Yeah. Hey,
we're going to take a
I'm all
break.
for that.
We're going to take a break and come back with...
I want to be reprimanded.
we're going to
for
continue
chatting.
to reprimand Brian Jones.